seat. But you had a new phone. You got a new phone?
Yeah, but I ain't sorted out. I've got to pair it up today.
You are?
What
did you go with in the end? What did you go with?
I got the XR, I think it is. XR.
Have you seen them folding Samsungs?
Yeah, it's
They're like
already
a bit,
fucked though, innit?
Yeah, but they're also bringing TVs out where you roll them.
TV where you roll.
So you roll it. So basically, if I want to like go take my TV to, I don't know, say an holiday with me, you roll it up and you put it underneath your arm.
Fuck's point of that?
It's funny though, isn't it?
Fuck's point of
that? So yeah, so this is NovaMeets podcast. You're my first guest.
Nice one.
I think you mean so. Yeah.
Boom.
Well, you're one of my best mates.
Best mates.
So there you go. So this is
makes sense, doesn't it?
Better place to kind of start than you. Go, Frank. Welcome. We're in your house. Thanks for inviting us out your house.
No worries. Frank Towers.
Why didn't you want to do it at my house? Don't be nice. Be nice.
I love your house.
Right.
I love your house.
But what is it? Have you got a better backdrop, would you say, with a radiator?
It's just with that nice little bit of wood in there.
It is nice, this room. Obviously, people can't see it and stuff, and we'll
Instagram
it, won't we? But it's like, it's cool. What made you go for the... You love Leeds style, don't you?
It's my smoking room, mate,
innit?
Smoking room, mate.
Let's rewind.
Go on then.
Back to...
got a lighter in here or what?
Well, I thought it's your house.
I know, but I thought you would set it all up.
I'll go get you one. You've done everything on your house now. I mean, obviously I've been coming down loads and stuff. And like,
yeah, it took me a while. Got it all sorted now. It's homely. Feels homely now, mate.
You've got a great eye for detail, haven't you?
Thank you, mate.
It does look cool.
Likewise, yours is good though. You've got yours set up now. Yours looks nice. You've put a lot of effort and work.
Yeah, but I've only had my house for what, 2 years, haven't I? But I look at people like yourself and stuff because you're artistic. Obviously, we'll get onto the tattoos and stuff. But like even like with your house stuff, you've got a great. It's cool. It is cool.
Well, if you worked in fashion half your life, if your house looked shit, then you'd be a fucking bit of a hypocrite, wouldn't you, really, if you're trying to work in fashion, then you got your taste in your own house and that. You know, I expect that people work in fashion, you go in their houses and you should be like, wow, the fuck.
You ever gone into somebody's house who does work in fashion, it's going, oh my god, your house is a shithole. Have you ever gone to people like that?
No, exact opposite. I usually have gone in and been like, what the fuck, where's that from? Wow's that, you know? Fashion interiors and all that, I think it's linked.
Where do you get your inspiration for housing stuff?
Well, my mum's house is always, she'll let me say this, but there's just shit all over. She's a hoarder. I love you, Mum. I love you, Mum.
I can't imagine you being a hoarder.
She's a hoarder, mate. So I'm like everything spick and span, and I like it clean and shit put away, tidied and stuff like that.
So
I don't do clutter and mess. Fuck that.
You shouldn't do, should you?
I don't
understand
like
people
it,
who just kind of...
I think it's an 80s thing, innit? I don't mind if I smoke, do you?
It's your house.
Thanks, lad.
It's your house. It's fine. You don't mind if I have a drink of wine?
Mate, help yourself.
There you go.
I think that's one ends with your bottle of wine, innit?
So Leeds lad.
Leeds lad, born and bred.
Born where?
Born just off Ellen Road.
You don't support Leeds United, do you?
Do you know what?
You don't like football though, do you?
When I were a kid and Leeds United were playing, on a Sunday afternoon you could hear them going, Rah! You could hear everything from our house. That's how fucking close I live.
You never went though?
Mum still lives there. I did as a kid a few times, but to be honest with you, Mum was single parent, she couldn't afford a ticket. And it used to fuck me off that all my mates had tickets and new outfits and everything, and I never had it, so I was like, do you know what, if I can't go, I'm not going to be into it. I used to play school for school and that when I was younger, but I never really that ass, mate.
And you said your mum was single parents?
Yeah.
You grew up... What was it like growing up then, is it?
My mum's cool as fuck, man.
Yeah.
She looked after me well, she brought me up right. But it were, the 80s were bleak around where we lived, mate. It were bleak. It were bleak, yeah, it were good fun. But it were hard, it were hard work, single parent. We had no car for ages. She used to drop me off, take me down the road, take about half an hour down the road, drop me off, and then fucking get a bus into Morley, and then get a bus from Morley to work. Fuck, I don't know how she did it. I wouldn't do that. I'd be sending
trooper though, innit? You know what I mean? It's like proper trooper.
Pick the kids up and take them. She did it all.
Brothers and sisters?
No, only child, mate.
Right.
Only child.
But
didn't get spoiled though. Did a fuck?
No, no. But I don't know. Loads of friends and that though when you're growing up and stuff.
Yeah,
like street kid and stuff
loads.
like.
Yeah. But then, like, there weren't that many kids around. I didn't knock around with kids from my school, really. I knocked around with a lot older kids because I was into skateboarding. So all the older kids, they were all better at skateboarding, so they were the ones to follow and learn off them and stuff. So a lot of my mates were a little bit older, ones that hung around in Leeds City Centre. So I were all hanging around in Leeds City Centre from a young age. Most of the kids weren't even allowed to go into Leeds.
I'm sure when I first ever met you, though,
like
when I first ever met you, were you still skateboarding? You were still skateboarding, weren't you?
Till about 21. I still skated till about 21. My whole life, mate. My whole life revolved around it.
Oh.
In fact, I watched that new film. There's a new Jonah Hill's done called that 90s film, innit? And it's like,
funny, though,
it's basically my life. You put it on and it was like, fucking hell, this is ridiculous. This is me when I was that age. I fucking loved it.
People who don't know you started off in fashion, didn't you?
Yeah, I did, yeah. I used to manage a skate shop because a mate of mine, he used to work in there. And I got mates with him, old guy, Danny, still one of my best mates to this day. Piece up goods.
The fashion, you obviously went in that first.
Well,
number one independent retailer.
Yeah, but before that, you see, I managed a skate shop. So I managed a skate shop, and the guy called Rich, unfortunately, a good mate of mine who had it.
Yeah.
He died. He killed himself, which was fucking, you know, at the time. I didn't know anyone who killed himself before. So it were like 20. I was like 20 and mate killed himself. I'm like, what the fuck? I couldn't believe it. So I didn't really know what to do. And there was someone else running the shop, you know, like the shop at the time had put some money in, and it left me in a situation where I didn't know what to do. And I'd always thought I'm going to have my own shop, but it was almost, I mean, it was a perfect opportunity for me to do that, you know. But I mean, it's horrible to say that something good came out of something so bad. But you know, it was a shock, and I lost a good friend, mate. He was a cool guy, mate. He was a cool guy.
It's a lot to go through. It's a lot to go through, I guess.
Good guy, yeah.
I guess at that age.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, kind of like.
Do you know what though? When you're 20 and 21, I seen some kid the other day who was doing this Tom Ayres, or was doing this filming some videos from it. He's 21 and he's doing his own business, and I look at him and I think, say, you know, when I was 20, that is you're an adult. You should be off your ass doing it then. Most people are still in uni and pissing around. You know, I had my own business when I was 21.
You went
and
to
I think,
uni,
I know, I got kicked out.
Yeah.
I didn't have a choice. So
right.
I think at 21, you don't give these people enough credit. I think a lot of 21-year-olds, a lot of them are thick as fuck, but a lot of them are like switched on, and they really are, you know. And them ones are the, you know, you're keen as mustard, and it's fresh talent in it. They're ones to always be. So I was raring to go at that age. I thought I could do anything. I was invincible, and I just didn't give a fuck about failing. Just like, right, fuck this. I'm going to get this shop. I'm going to turn it from being a skate shop into being like slash skates, because it was going that way anyway, and just do like men's fashion as well as skateboards, which that didn't really work fully, but I split it onto 2 floors, and then just got rid of the skate side of it and just did fashion, and went from doing like run of the mill streetwear brands up to like John Richmond. We had, you know, high end. There were high end brands, Dolce & Gabbana, and bit. You know, we had a lot of high end brands, but we'd never buy the main collection. We'd buy the quirky little range. So it were always some shit you couldn't get anywhere else, even if it were in that range. They wouldn't, you know, they'd save it for. Then Sol Allotment, peace out Sol. He's got a sick shop in Leeds, and it's opposite my studio, and he does the same thing, exact same thing. So I'm glad someone else is doing that now.
Where did the name Chimp come from? What was that about?
I just first saw Planet Apes, and I was like, when that scene at the end, it just fucking blew my mind as a little kid. I remember I used to shit myself behind settee watching it on a Saturday night. It'd be on telly. Mum would be like, "No, it's your bedtime." You know, a little kid, and you're like, "What the fuck is this?" Like some 70s film. They're all dressed up like monkeys and talking weird. I'm like, what the fuck
is that why you're obsessed with horror films?
Yeah, I love horror films. I love horror films. So I've made to watch them as a kid. My dad forced me to watch Nightmare on Elm Street when I was about fucking 7 or something. I don't know. And we shit ourselves. Fuck me. I had nightmares for ages, but I tell you, when it just turns you into like horror freak. I'm like, go on, that's the only good thing you did. Knobhead. What a knobhead. So I'm not going to do that with my kids. Fuck that.
You did well with the shop, you got to admit.
Well, yeah,
you were good at it, right?
It did, but to be truthfully honest, you could sit here and go, oh yeah, we like managed to get an award out of having the shop for so and so. You did best menswear. To be honest, I just had that shop so I could go out and get absolutely wanking every week.
Yeah. You know? Then what made you sell it then? Why did you want to move like proper switch gears?
I wanted to sell it because I'd got stuck in a rut of doing that really. And I'd got a bit too old for going out. Now I loved the shop and I loved running the shop, but the be all and end all of it was like I were into clubbing. I were into clubbing massively. And like if you worked in a clothes shop, you got entry into the clubs for free. When you used to work there, when you used to own them, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? You get away with murder. You get away with murder. So it were good times. But I could do the shop with my eyes closed. I'd turn up to appointments and I'd been out, obviously, all in London. You'd book them for Sunday, Monday, and you'd been out all night Saturday. But, I liked that challenge of putting myself into that, kind of go out all night and still get up and go to Barcelona and have to do a 3-day flipping trade show. And I like putting myself through that. If you can't do it, well, you're a putt, you're useless. So I'd put myself through the paces a lot of times in it. I could still do it. So when I got to a point where I thought, right, fuck it, you know what, I've done it. I don't need to prove to myself anymore.
What do you think? Did you think like was it like fresh air? Do you think right? Next step, boom, next step.
And like people would say like people would go like, oh, I'm commiserations that you sold the shop. And I just look at them like, what? I sold it, and they'd go like, oh, I know, I'm so sorry to hear that. It's like I know that's what most people's mentalities are like though. They're like, you get a job, you do it for the rest of your life, and then how do you change your whole path, your whole career?
That voice is brilliant.
But people weren't. It fucking weirded me out. And even if you go, no, I sold it, you go, I know, I'm sorry. And so it wasn't like a lease life because I had to fucking get off my ass and do something and train myself into doing something new and doing something proper, doing something else that I really want to do because I always wanted to do something.
But was it obvious to do artistic. That next thing? Do you know what I mean? Did you think, right, you know what, I want to be a tattoo artist?
Yeah, I did. I did have a good idea.
You know what, I want to...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. Because obviously people who, well, if you can't see...
sort of flicking that around.
It's alright, go Frank, Chimp, Rich is covered in tattoos, but I've known you for so long. Like we were on about this the other day, weren't we? We don't.
I don't see me on my fucking tattoos, mate.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, look at that. It's just. Can you remember your very first tattoo?
You forget you haven't got them, don't you? It's that long ago. The first ever tattoo. Well, this one here, and I got it off Angel in Meanwood, and he was the bad dude at the time. He was like badass, If you want a tattoo, he was the guy you went to, and he was like long heavy metal, and he had like Iron Man playing by Black Sabbath. Right. It was just like
that pinnacle of it.
And just sit there, fuck down, mate. I was just like, this is it, and I was shitting myself. But yeah, I think they should all still be a little bit like that. It was ace. It was like, sit down, mate, shut the fuck up, give me that. I love it. So
yours is like the opposite.
I still try and keep that a little bit of that in.
What a bit of heavy metal?
The faint and that, I'll still keep tattooing.
I got my haircut today, and I said, we're doing this podcast tonight, and he went, oh, I love that goal, Frank. I follow him. Your tattoos are amazing.
All right, cool.
And this kid went, and I mentioned, obviously, we're going to get onto the music stuff. You know what I mean? And he went, flipping heck, I actually thought you were a heavy metal artist. He actually thought you were a rocker.
Like fucking heavy metal, mate.
It's funny though, isn't it? I didn't know. I thought you were like Black Sabbath and like Iron Maiden. And I went, no.
Do you know what? When I was younger, I used to watch skate videos. Skate videos are fucking class because they introduced you to loads of music you wouldn't usually have heard. Some random shit like Operation Ivy and fucking, I don't know, I used to listen to Ramones when we were kids, like, so, I don't know, loads of weird shit that you probably wouldn't hear as kids, young kids. And even if it were not my kind of thing, I'd still like that, and it were a little bit like that, and then, but always the coolest fucking bit in the vid was like some black dude, like Sean Sheffield, say what?
You got your glass?
So what the fuck do you want?
Let me buy you a glass of wine.
No, man, I got a beer.
All right, cool.
And it'd be like this this hip hop track that you never heard before, and you're like, what the fuck is that? And then you'd have to go to like into town.
You couldn't Shazam it then. You couldn't Shazam it then,
You'd
could
have
you?
to flick through for ages. Ask the guy behind the counter. It's like, never heard of it, mate. And then you'd find a CD, and they'd be like, you know, they'd done a guest on a track, so you buy that CD, and then you'd love that CD, you know. So it got you into a really good way. But I always thought heavy metal were a little bit like hardcore hip hop, you know. It is a little bit. It's still like fucking. I still bang my head. I mean, I bang my head to your stuff when I'm at your gig. It's still fucking.
Ours is hardcore heavy hip hop though. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you can sing it in that way.
No, but don't you think music's music no matter what it is? I mean, people might not like our music.
There is, but
people might not like your music.
It's a rhythm, isn't it? It's a rhythm in music.
But
there are different rhythms to it.
You don't like every single piece of genre music, do you?
I don't like, but my genres are the envelope is a lot wider, should I say, these days.
Well, how many years is it now you've been tattooing?
About 8 years.
8 years?
8 years.
Flipping heck.
Yeah.
And you just taught yourself?
I don't. Other than
did
mates
shit for free, did stuff for free, and kind of like that's it, and that's how you kind of.
Well, when you're successful in a business and then you like going to do something else from like the shit end of the stick, it's hard. And like a lot of people went, just fucking go teach self, and I went, yeah, it's all right teaching myself, but I proper believe that you should be a master of your craft, and people have misconceptions about me with a lot of things, but fuck you, you know, if you're gonna do something, you got to do it properly and start at this shitty bottom. And I'm advised by a lot of people, you know, teach self, do that. And I thought, right, well, I'm never going to get an apprenticeship. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the shittiest tattoo shop I can find, and I'm just going to tattoo.
So where was this then? In Leeds?
Halifax, mate. I started off in Halifax.
Right.
And I did some own tattoos. I did, you know, which I shouldn't say anyone should do. Taught myself quite a bit. Yeah. Tattooed myself quite a bit. And fuck. And then I just got a job doing it, you know. I know someone else got a job doing it like that, so I just did it. And then I thought, you know what? I'm gonna learn more here than somebody over my shoulder. I'm gonna look, because like there's no one who's more of a critic than me. Because I'm fucking critical of myself a lot. You know, with anything I do, it's got to be
perfection.
Yeah, I wouldn't say people would say I am a perfectionist. I hate that fucking word, and right. I wouldn't say I'm a perfectionist. But I think things should be done to a high standard. Yeah, right, I don't stand sloppy shit. Yeah,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
I think that's kind of. But it's not. It's not what people might go. Oh, it's OCD, but it's not. It's
nah, no, I like good quality shit and stuff done. Yeah, and well, sometimes you
can tell with your tattoos, house.
Yeah, but they weren't always good. My tattoos weren't always good. You've got to start somewhere and get somewhere, but at least I feel good in myself starting that way instead of some people just, you know, I started from the shit up, you know, upwards straight away, and then managed to get myself out of that quick within a year, and then work with somewhere else, and then managed to open a place, you know. I did that in a short span of time, but I had to fucking tattoo winos and like fucking street.
You're only
rats.
good when you've done your 10,000 hours. I mean,
10,000
hours. That's
10,000 hours, and I believe
that.
I reckon you can do. I can do it in less than 10,000. But that statement is true, definitely.
The gold franc. You love gold, but you just tell us what's in your bottom teeth, please.
On what bottom teeth?
It's the first time I've seen that, so I'm like
just some grills, mate. They're not permanent. I take them off, but the grill.
Do you have to like polish them and stuff?
Just wang them in, mate. Wang them in feet.
Well, look at him out. It's like him out of James Bond.
Yeah, like Jaws.
Yeah, Jaws. That's a good James Bond. That would a good one.
Do you know what? Fuck it. Anything that's out of norm. I've always wanted a pair of grills, and I used to have some ages ago, but they were top ones and they were shit. I never worn them, but like I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna get some bottom set of grills. So I got them a while back. I never had them in, but I like them.
Anyone wants to buy a Mini, it's for sale. That's all I'm saying. All right.
What's up with Carla?
No, I think when you're buying a 1989 Mini, I think it's one of the worst things you can ever do. One, you haven't got a garage. Two, you haven't got space to do it. And three, you haven't got time to tinker. I'm not a tinkerer.
No, you won't get underneath and have a look underneath.
I might look like Kevin Webster, right, with a moustache,
Yeah,
but
I've never done that shit.
I'm not going underneath a car. So I take it this guy who lives round the corner.
Do you remember when they used to do
And he's
that?
a
They used to
character.
buy a car and they used to open bonnet and you'd look and you'd go, oh, like you knew what you were doing. Oh, mate, it looks mint. Yeah, no, I've got
I think that's what I'm still doing. I go like, here you go, I'll have it,
Cool, mate.
yeah. Then halfway up M1, driving it back, I think, worst decision I've ever made in my life.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell,
So it is for sale. There's nothing wrong with it. I just haven't got the time.
You got yourself a brand new one, get a new one.
Yeah, that had a fault in it as well that I couldn't replace. But
Well,
I should have just kept it. It was literally a flashing hazard light. So you got this album coming out.
Yeah.
I thought it's done.
Let me know if you get red lips, because you get red lips when I drink red wine.
I usually get red teeth. I get red teeth. It's like, these are nice. Yeah. So go. When's it coming out?
I'm gonna do it different to other thing.
Why? Because you're still tinkering. Are you fiddling with stuff?
No, I did it so fucking fast. I did this faster than I've ever done it before. I did it in 2 weeks, and I wrote 3 songs in one day, and wrote 2 the next day, and then I went on holiday, and then I came back and wrote bang, one after day, and that was it. And each song I wrote took me about fucking 20 minutes, so I don't care what anyone says. I don't care what anyone says, like, fuck it took me 20 minutes.
Who was this kid that's been doing your videos? Oh, I checked out his Instagram. Cool.
Got passed on by someone else who's had a vid done by him, and he's cool, mate.
Give him a shout out, is it?
Yeah, Tom Ayres said earlier.
Yeah. You do 2 videos in a week?
Yeah. This is why I'm not fucking about. So write it straight away. Boom, boom, boom. But I'm not putting it out straight away. It's done. It's finished. It's done. It's been done for weeks. But like, I'm going to put a video out, but I'm going to put a video out, and then a week later a video out, and then a week later a video out. So I'm not going to put the album out till the end of it. I'm just going to put a video out every time, because people
watch videos.
I'm not doing it to fucking be like, I don't know, it just depends how people have their strategies to how they do music, don't they? And if you're not on a major label and you're in control of it, you can just kind of do it as and when the inspiration comes, and then kind of put it out. When it's on a major label, it's like, right, album written now, put it out, do this, yeah. So there ain't no structure to it.
Feel like there's a pattern to
however I fucking want to do it.
There's no pressure, is there?
No pressure.
I still
But I put pressure on myself though. A lot of pressure. Right, I need this doing by this date.
Are you still wanting to do like a big marketing thing? I know you mentioned that, didn't you? Kind of like publicising it and stuff like that. Or is it kind of like?
Well, I've always thought that it's like fucking work just speaks for itself, but it just doesn't when it comes to music, does it? It's like you're never gonna get like put something out without letting anybody know about it. One person's gonna listen to it and go, "Oh, listen to this, is mint," and then someone else go, "Oh, listen to this, is mint." That just doesn't really happen, does it? Yeah. But like, that's kind of how you think things are going to happen when you first start. Whereas this one, I just don't care. I want to put a video out. People say they like it or hate it. Next week they watch another one. People say they like it or hate it. I couldn't give a fuck. Then just keep going like that, and then go, actually, this guy's getting on my tits a little bit. Maybe I like it.
Are you going to put it on Spotify and iTunes? That's actually a question in itself, actually. Cause I wanted to ask you.
I didn't put it on there before.
That's why I'm asking
because there were 2 samples that were used in some stuff, and they were so fucking small, and they were hardly used, but they were proper tracks, and I just thought, I can't be arsed with hassle of fucking going through putting them on if something comes back. Court case is a fucking ball ache. I don't want a court case over a fucking little sample or something. It's just like, so it has to be SoundCloud. But bad thing about I mean, I put them on, they were, that album that I did release was on Spotify. It was everywhere. It was on all platforms to buy. I took it down. Yeah. I took it down, mate. I took it off there. I took it off there. What
do you think of Spotify? You pass me some wine, please.
Yeah, of course.
Spotify and iTunes and stuff. Do you think it's good, bad? What do you think? I mean, obviously it's changed.
It's good. It's good.
You're a musician, aren't you?
It's good, mate. Yeah, Spotify. Do you use Spotify? I subscribe to Apple Music, but I think Spotify's better.
I've gone Spotify. I mean, they all do the thing and stuff, and I know some people late starters. I get that. I mean, do you know what I mean? I understand that, but it's convenient, isn't it? It's convenient, isn't it? And Shazam. I mean, that's another. That's just.
Oh, I don't fuck that. I don't use that.
You don't use
Shazam? What the fuck? That's some shit where you hear it on telly and go, yo, what's this?
You can hear it. So every time, I don't know, when we go to Amsterdam, me and you, I'm like, oh my god, what's this song? So you go like that and just hold it for literally 3 or 4 seconds. It tells you what song it is.
That's why I always ask you what it is.
You then save it, goes straight to Spotify.
Oh, good, does it? Fucking hell, that's good.
So it just finds it. Well, that is just genius, isn't it?
That is genius, mate.
We'd have to be in a coffee shop. You could be anywhere. I don't know, in Bath, watching I don't know.
In bath watching telly.
What are you watching at the minute on Netflix?
I'm still fucking trying to watch. I'm on Virgin. The skank you were Walking Dead. So I got to the last.
You don't watch enough TV on satellite.
And I'm just watching last episode as episode like 16 as season 9. I'm like, yeah, finale, and then it's just like, Virgin is taking it off this week. Fuck you. And it's just like, mate, come on. Like when it were on Sky, and that Virgin, I'm just not down with that. They take it off after 7 days. I'm not into Game of Thrones and all this shit.
I don't like. Look,
I will watch it though one day, and I'll bum it and go, oh, I should have watched that ages ago. But fuck no.
You didn't do that with Breaking Bad, though, did you? You were on that from the start, weren't you?
Some kid I know's in that anyway. Some fucking guy from Wakey when I used to skateboard.
Where? Who?
His mum and dad used to have a skateboard place in Wakey. Fucking awesome. Wakey skate park.
What, he's in Breaking Bad?
And no, he's in Game of Thrones.
I know somebody in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, from Wakey. Good on him. Wakey school. I went to an acting school. Went to the same one and all. I ain't no actor though, fool.
How come that stopped?
Because
Frank did actually do some acting. You did
some
Peaky Blinders.
Even
Peaky Blinders.
Did some little bits. It's a few little films and independent films. I enjoyed it, mate. But I just do not dig just sitting around all day on my ass. I'm too hyperactive. Am hyperactive? Like I am hyperactive. I'm hyperactive a bit. I am hyperactive a bit. And like sitting on your ass, and I can never be arsed learning lines. I'll tell you that. I can't be arsed. I can't even remember.
I want to act, but I'm not learning lines. I can't be arsed.
Ask me what one of my song lyrics are. You know, I was thinking on that telly programme, what's it? And they go, and what were it like? Not fucking Question Spot, obviously. What were that other one? Fuck's sake. No.
Countdown.
Right, Buzzcocks and they'd say countdown until they say words it and they go, it's your song, dickhead. That'd be me. That'd be me. I can't remember what I did yesterday.
But you tell me, what are you doing food wise?
Yeah, I eat healthy food. But I don't want to go right in it all.
Yeah, but you tell me you are the health. Well, what the health?
Oh, I really enjoed that. Yeah, right. What the health.
And I've had 3 people who watch it. I recommend to watch it, and I'm not naming no names. And they went, "That's not true."
Yeah, my mum says that. Yeah,
he's like, How can you think they can't make that up? Surely.
Yeah. Oh, that's not made up.
Do you know what I mean? If you haven't
seen
it,
the reason why I watched that is because there's another thing called What the Bleep that came out years ago. I got that, and it's mental. People that watch that were like, "What the fuck? This is groundbreaking." And I was like, "Is this the same thing? What the health? What the bleep?" And I watched that, and then it did the same thing to me. It made me realise that I were eating really, even though I thought I were eating healthy, I wasn't. And little things like legging it through town, I'd get to there and I'd be like, "Whoa," a little bit.
That night before?
Fucking 10 men.
What, that night before?
No, night after.
You know what I mean? When that...
Fuck, yeah, probably, mate. Probably.
Since you've changed your diet, because I'm not being funny, we all have, haven't we?
Yeah, change
diet.
We have,
haven't we?
Like, just be whoop more like.
But you started following vegan stuff, but obviously...
you just eat a healthy, predominantly plant-based diet and healthy shit.
Do you believe that thing where it's like 1 egg's worse than 5 cigarettes? Or do you think that's a bit too...
No, I think that's a bit OTT, because if you were wild and you were like legging it round and you're outside and you're starving wearing a bit of string around your knob and you seen an egg, you'd be like, "Oh, I'm not going to eat that, it's got a bit of fat in it."
That must have made me a full-time smoker then. That must have made me a full-time smoker. Because I had an egg every single day,
exactly,
so yeah.
You know what I mean?
I had an egg every single day, but anyway.
I had about 3, mate. Sometimes I'd go into Marks and Spencer's and they'd give you 3 bits of spinach and 2 eggs in it, and I'd be like, "Oh, look how healthy that is." My bird's cooking is the best. Gourmet shit. I get gourmet shit every night, innit? Sorry, we get gourmet shit in here every night, so I can't even. I used to complain because I couldn't take her out, because I'd be like, you want to cook? What the fuck is up with you? It's like, we can eat in any restaurant you want. Let's just go for restaurant food every night. That's what I do. I go to a restaurant. That's cool, innit? Wednesday night restaurant. Let's go. And she's like, no. I'd rather stay in with dogs and I'll cook. And I'm like, cook? Who the fuck cooks these days? They're like dweebs and shit. I don't know. Who the fuck cooks? So I can cook and that, but I can't be fucking arsed. I'd rather pay someone else. And so she started cooking. I was like, what the fuck? And I still didn't want to like it. And it's all right, but you got to wash up and shit. And I was like, nah.
The album's out when? Just you don't know when. Just I want to tell people.
It doesn't even matter when it's out.
You're just gonna drop it like.
It doesn't matter when it's out. Who cares when it's out? It's just watch the videos. Just watch videos. And it's not, you know, it's all tongue in cheek, but it's not done in a tongue in cheek way. But if you take it whatever way you want, and it's always been like that from day one with it. People never said to me to do it the way that I wanted to do things when it came to music. When I went to studio, when I first went in, people, no, you don't want to do it like that. You want to do it like this. You know, you don't want to do that. And I think that there's I think that who gives a fuck? It don't matter how something sounds, or how it could be totally different from anywhere else's, but there might be something about it that somebody might like. And I do get a lot of people, surprised over over a few bits that I've done that I thought were totally dog shit. So you never know what people are gonna like and what
It's interesting, isn't it?
It's interesting. So you just don't know what people are gonna like. But as long as I've got a filter for myself and go, as long as I like it, then I'm still going to do it.
As long as you're fan of your own work, you got to be proud of it.
Yeah, you've got to be proud of it and play it in your car.
That's one thing we didn't like.
It's
kind of like
myself,
it's like
really.
we did the songs for us. Do you know what I mean? It's for us as long as we're proud of them. And I think that's so important. It's such a good it's a good statement, isn't it? It's like.
It is, mate.
Do you know what I mean? You're your biggest fan, aren't you? I know it sounds a bit kind of. It's not arrogant, is it? No.
But it's still like you got to be. It's not arrogant at all. But someone once said to me. That only people with egos make good music, and that's stuck in my head because every bit of music I've done until this new stuff, I would say that I purposely took ego out of it. And there's a lot of reasons why my first work and stuff is not. It wouldn't have been commercial, and it wouldn't have been this because there were certain elements that I stuck to when I made it. But that's me sticking to my guns doing it. But really doing certain things like keeping, it's quite a true statement. You've got to be
true to
yourself, and a bit egotistic. In a way, you have to be because you have to be this is the right shit. You've got to be adamant that what you're doing is good. Otherwise, there's no fucking point.
So someone said, one of my friends today went, right, go Frank Sound, I follow him on Instagram. Don't know you, but he follows you on Instagram, and you're heavy on social, aren't you?
Sometimes I'm on it, sometimes I'm off it.
What do you think of it? Like, you just
shit.
Yeah, but you use it well for your
you've
work.
Got to use it you've got to use it for as a tool for your fucking business. Otherwise, social media is shit. I fucking hate it. It's full of, excuse me, bullshit. You
find yourself going on Facebook and just scrolling through.
I'm one of them dickheads. I've said stuff on Facebook. I've put fucking rants on there. Don't look back because I deleted them all. And I get up in a bed this morning and go, right, I'm gonna tell fuck you. You're all doing it wrong. I'll knock you the fuck out. But it doesn't get you nowhere. So I just right, I'm stopping doing that.
You used to proper rants around to wake up. You know when you're laying in bed, you go like going, and it's like, whoa, and comments are a bit mixed aren't they? You haven't got a lot of likes.
No filter on it. Lad, this is it.
I would ring Danny up first. Lad, have you seen Chimp's post? Why? Yeah, because it's like, I'll call him. Right. Hey lad, what's that post? And you're like. I know, it's a bit, No, fuck, I'm keeping it on. You're like in two minds what to do, but we've all been there.
Delete it a day later. Yeah. So what? I just do you know what? I like mixing things up and I like pushing people's buttons.
You don't,
and everything's too safe and PC and boring and I don't do. It's not me, mate. It's not me, mate. I think people should be individual and I love individuality. That's if anything that I want on my gravestone, it's like be fucking individual. There's nothing wrong with there's nothing like boring people that are all the same. This is how you should look. This is how I don't even really. I just get tattooed just so to change people's reactions.
Tattoo on your face. Remember that time when you actually first did it? You went, look, I'm gonna get a tattoo on my face, and you went to go do it, and you were hesitant about it, but you still did it, didn't you?
Oh, I know. I'm gonna.
Was that still kind of thinking, you know what, right? Well. Okay, kind of thing. I'm gonna do what I want.
No, I didn't give a fuck. But the day that I actually did it, I said to him, just like, I haven't decided if I want it yet. And he was doing another tattoo on me. He goes, you still want it? I'm like, yeah. I knew I was going to get it. But then when I did it, on the way home, I would just like fucking on the plane. I was like, Fucking
What's your mum going to say?
I like a dick, don't I, without on my forehead. I like a bit of a dick. But it only because when it's so brand new and it's on your forehead, and anyone in the world feels like when you get a tattoo on your face at first, you're like, what the fuck? And then when it heals all in, you're like, yeah, that looks sick as fuck. Same with all tattoos. But when it's on your face, you can't stop fucking looking at it.
Well,
but
no,
then I just don't care now. I'll get more on my face. Fuck that.
You're getting more on your face?
Yeah, of course I will. I might get some like jaw script or some shit somewhere.
You've got that Ewan McGregor beard, so you can't. You should like Ewan McGregor.
Fucking
Ewan McGregor. Just a little. Are these new ones you got?
Don't I? No, I've had them ages. Some Marc Jacob ones, man.
Can you see my eyes?
Yeah, but
do I look like Big Lebowski?
My eyes now. Bleed. Red eye. It's even got eyes.
Oh,
that's better.
Thanks for doing this today.
No,
it's been cool. I'm just gonna throw some random questions at you now. You've got first I like doing these with people. I do it with everyone I interview. If it's footballers, managers, I don't know, just random people. You got a basic first that comes to your head.
Go on then.
And you can think about.
Just say one word or until.
I don't know. What do you think? Just whatever. Just go for it. Dog or cat?
Fucking dogs all the way except my old cat.
I know. That's why I think it's a good question because you actually had a beautiful cat, and I don't like cats that much.
That cat would mean. If I'd been out on a Saturday night on a Sunday, I'd just like spaz watching fucking TV all day, and that cat would just come up like I smelled the reefer smoke. You could see her go over the cloud, and then she'd just like wriggle her back in here and get into the groove on the settee, and she'd be like, prrr, and just like it was the cutest thing in the world. Wasn't she cute, mate? But I love dogs and I've got dogs.
So what do you want to go? You're setting the fence on that?
Dogs.
Right. Brown or red sauce?
Fucking brown sauce, mate. Spicy shit.
Bacon or sausage?
Oh, you bastard. I'll have both with beans and bacon, eggs and tomatoes. And I was all fucking best with beans, that's what we used to get. The brown sauce, best with beans and brown sauce. Best with beans and brown sauce. Because if Yorkshire, you don't even say it. Best with brown sauce.
Favourite holiday destination?
Favourite holiday destination? Mexico were pretty cool recently. I'd say that Ibiza is just fucking beauty though, innit? You'd never say no to Ibiza.
Depends what type of holiday you want.
I love Spain. I just love Spain.
What, just like southern Spain?
I like it.
Marbella?
Just like
nice
Spain though, I know, but I just feel at home in Spain. Honestly, I love Spain. Fuck it, Spain.
If money was no object, where would you live?
Probably Ibiza or something like that.
Would you?
Yeah, fuck it.
You can only have one house though.
Yeah, but it's fucking expensive, yeah. I know, but I don't want to live in... No. I'd be too suckered into that. As long as I won't have to party all the time, then yes, Ibiza.
Right, favourite food?
Favourite food. Do you know what my favourite food is? Is morning glory with garlic. I know, weird shit innit. I like morning glory with garlic. That? Google that shit. You only get it from Chinese and Thai places and shit.
Never heard of it.
Good shit.
Favourite beverage?
Favourite beverage?
Don't have to be alcoholic.
Mate, I like gin.
Favourite film?
Favourite film has got to be Scarface. Don't give a fuck. I know. And if you're a kid out there, you not watch Scarface, go home, watch it in your bedroom on your own now. Turn into Al Pacino. That's the only advice I can give you. Learn your life from watching that. And Carlitos were badass films.
Something that pisses you off?
Something that pisses you off? When people put toilet on wrong way on fucking toilet holder, I feel like knocking them out. Every time in someone else's house, I'll change it out. It's like
everything, right? You can like.
No,
I don't
that's
like
what annoys me.
queuing. I don't like traffic. I don't like.
No, lad, I don't like toilet
people
roll.
who
It's
kind
not
of.
wrong way.
I don't like.
Fucking annoys me.
So the
The pattern even goes that way. It's got the dog on it, and it's fucking that way. So people put it on wrong way. It's like dogs are not fucking wrong way, man. Why would you even do that?
Can you cook?
Yeah, I can cook.
Speciality.
Oh, it used to be chicken with basil and sun-dried tomato with feta cheese and that.
Right.
But I don't eat that.
3 people dead or alive for the final get to know you on this one. 3 people dead or alive that are going to sit around this table to eat that meal.
Fucking Michael Jackson. I want to ask that motherfucker looking at this.
Yeah, but you. Hang on, mate.
Fuck did you fucking kill? I know you did, motherfucker. I know you did. It's not cool, man. Fuck that. I slapped him, man. He needs a fucking slap. Fucking hell. I used to think you were cool. E.T.
How was that going to be? How was that going to be an interesting meal when you're arguing with Michael over table?
I don't want
And
a
then you've got
fucking boring sit down, mate. I want everyone fighting, cause I don't want them all ruckus in. Otherwise, it'd be shit.
Did you say E.T.? And you're like an impression of a pigeon.
No, I want E.T. there. I don't want someone. I don't want the guy in it. I want E.T. here.
What do you mean you don't want the guy in it?
Do you think E.T. were cool as fuck? Bet you cried when you watched that.
Oh my god, I still do.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
E.T.,
I on a
mate.
flight back last
Everyone loves
year,
that E.T.
and I watched it, and I got emotional. I was crying
Badass.
on plane.
I bet.
It's a childhood memory, I think. You know, when they. Do you know what I mean? And you start crying.
Fucking hell, lad.
So anyway, Michael Jackson,
Yeah.
E.T.
Who else? How many have they got?
You've got Michael Jackson, E.T. Do you know what? You've got
I'd
a
have-
spare place because your bird not turned up.
Oh, Ice-T.
So Ice-T,
Ice-T, yeah, I know
Michael
Ice-T.
Jackson, and E.T. Remember
when
your...
he's got to wear his like 80s like big chin and like the fuck gangster proper shit. Yeah. I used to love Ice-T.
Do you think they'll have a good night though? Do you think they'll be like, I've got to go home now? Like, do you think, right, you know what I mean, that's it? I think they'll
No, I
all stay
think they'll
out.
have a right time, mate. Might as well get Don Jolly as well. I'm sure he'd fucking love it.
Are you going to come to the audience with 3rd of July?
Yeah, of course we'll.
Yeah.
Of course
And
we'll.
then we're going to take him for a curry after.
Yeah, funny, of course we'll.
Via Bradford.
Of course we'll.
Thank you so much for doing this.
No worries,
I
mate.
appreciate it.
No worries, mate.
My first NovaMeets podcast, but I think we've had an absolute, like, scream.
Drips out soon, next video.
Yeah.
Drip, drip, drip.
Are you just going to post it then?
Yeah, it'll be out on fucking...
Sound. Thank you. And if you're listening either in the bath, in the shower, in the bedroom...
If you're listening in the bath,
if you're listening,
in the shower, right now,
say that again.
here's the smooth... Cue the smooth move. Turn it off. Turn it off.
Oh, funny.